Hello there, this is Alana Tuckey, and I'm your instructor for this spring section of Math 133 online. This is both for sections I1 and I2, so there's two online sections. Also keep in mind that this course is also Psychology 144 and Computer Science 203, so if you enrolled in either one of those courses, you were in the right place. This is the correct course. So like I said, my name is Alana Tuckey. My email address at JC is tuckeyalana@jccmi.edu. My office is in McDivitt Hall, which is on Central Campus. I will have office hours from 11 to 2 on Wednesdays, but I'll be gone different weeks of the summer because I have to attend 5 conferences this summer. So it's going to be a very busy summer for me. So I'll be around a lot, but it'll be hit or miss. So the best thing to do is to email me and let me know if you want to meet with me, and we can work it through that. Also, I can Google Hangout you, which is kind of like Skype, but it's through Google. Or I could technically Skype you, I suppose. I haven't worked Skype in a couple years just because I use Google Hangout instead. That's if you want to see my lovely face with the headphones attached to my head, that's fine. My phone number, this is a Google Voice number. You can call or text me at that number. You can text me at that number, but make sure you let me know who you are because, there's nothing worse than a student going, I'm in trouble, and I have no idea what student is texting me. We have a YouTube channel where I have over 1,000 videos set up for a lot for Math 133. You don't have to go there all the time to view videos, but they can be helpful, especially for some miscellaneous videos. So let me go there just real quickly and show you what that looks like. Okay, so here is my lecture, or excuse me, my videos. And of course, I have a lot of things going on here. What you want to look at are the playlists, and the Math 133 playlists in particular. So if you look at these, they're the lectures, but you don't have to worry about those because they're actually embedded in the homework in my math lab. So you don't have to worry about that so much. But if you're stuck on calculator, just calculator issues, you can click on the TI-84 tutorials. And then here you can see the Math 133 online miscellaneous playlist is right here. So sometimes students will say, ask me questions about homework questions and such, and you'll see eventually the syllabus videos you're watching will eventually go in here, and they'll be put in here for you to be able to view. Things like that. So if you have a homework question you don't understand from my math lab or something like that, I'll put them in this online miscellaneous video here. And then there are also some project videos as well. There they are. I've added those in there now so you can see those. So those are the Math 133 project tutorials as well. So again, these last 3 Math 133 playlists are pretty helpful. The first one you don't have to worry so much about because it's going to be in the homework. All right, so this is the syllabus. Let's see. So we saw the YouTube video. Speaking of the homework, my math lab is our course. So let me go into my math lab. Let me show you what it looks like. 1 second. I'll sign out just so you can see it. So when you go in to register your first time, you'll go into my math lab and you'll register with your username and password. Make sure that when you register, you register with a username and password that you're going to remember. Write it down somewhere, place it someplace that's safe, and then use that. And I, of course, have a ton of courses in here because I teach so much, but you want Tuckey 64348. Now, if you've taken Math 133 before, you do not have to repay for it. If you've had Math 133 from our school and you've paid for my math lab, then when you register, you're just registering for a different section of the same course, and you're fine. So just be careful. Don't think that you have to go reinvent the wheel and repay for it. The only people that have to pay for my math lab are people that have never paid for it before. So anybody who's fresh, brand new into Math 133, you have to pay for it. But if you took Math 133 before and you didn't finish or whatever, then you do not need to repay for the access. And all of that is in the videos. If you look in the online miscellaneous playlist, they're all under the Getting Started with My Math Lab right there. My Math Lab Getting Started 1 and 2. And that'll teach you how to get in and get started. They're 2 4.5-minute videos or so. All right, then the info and links page, I have it here in the syllabus, but I also have a link to it right here where it says info and links. And you should be referring back to this regularly throughout the course because I have the instructor information piece, but I also have all the syllabus and syllabus videos, the exams and exam video information, just videos in general in case you want to look at them in a different way. And then my math lab and all that good stuff. Oops, I have an old ID in there. I've got to switch that. So I will do that. This video or this page right here kind of gives you information at all times. So if you lose track of something and you need to go back and rewatch, wait, how are we doing exams again? Here's the exam overview video. Now, one caution is that you'll have to right click on all these links in order to get them to open. You want to right click and select open in a new tab, pretty much for every link that's in here, because this is an embedded web page. The links don't quite work correctly unless you right click and open. So you'll want to right click, open a new tab, and then it'll open over here in a new tab, like that. Okay, so then back to the syllabus. All right, required materials. You need to buy a course pack. Course pack is available in the bookstore. Now, unfortunately, I found out that they accidentally didn't put it in the bookstore under the online course. They'll hopefully fix that tomorrow. But in the meantime, you can find it in other sections of Math 133. So you go under books, click on textbooks and course materials. And then you want to say Jackson College, spring, summer. You want to be in the math department. If you just hit M, it'll take you right to math. Your course is 133. And then here's the thing. Your section's I1, but I1 doesn't have the things that we need. So let's hit 81 and see if that works. Submit. Yeah, see there's my math lab access, which you need, and the course pack right there. Now the course pack is $16.25. You'll have to buy it. The My Math Lab, you can either buy through them or you can just buy it directly from My Math Lab when you go to register. And again, if you've had My Math Lab for 133 before, you do not need to repay for it. You only need a course pack, which is $16, and you need a calculator, which is a TI-84 calculator is required. A TI-83 will not work. I found that a lot of the local pawn shops and disc traders, which is over near Kroger's in Jackson, they sell TI-84 calculators used. And then as long as you keep them in pretty good shape, they'll buy them back from you at the end of the semester for like half of what you paid for it. So you'll end up spending $30 through the semester overall. So that might be a good solution for you. So try the pawn shops, try the sales that Meyer and those places will have sales, but you can get pretty good ones used at both the pawn shops and disc traders. Textbook, you do not need a textbook, and that's because the textbook is available here under chapter contents. This is the entire textbook. Let me click on a section. And then I'm just going to click on multimedia e-text when it shows up. And it opens in a new window. You actually have access to the entire textbook here online. So if there's anything ever you want to read or you want to get more examples and read up on them, you can do it here. You can actually print off pages of the textbook. And it literally is going to look just like the actual book if you had it in your hands. There it is. So here's section 7.1. You can flip and flip the page. There's 7.1 and so on. You can print pages. You can zoom out. You can zoom in. You can highlight things and all that sort of stuff. So it's just like a regular textbook, except you don't have to pay twice for it because you already own access to it through My Math Lab. Now, if you actually want a book, you can buy a used book of our textbook online for next to nothing. So you don't really need one, but if you want one, you're welcome to buy it. But you do need, of course, a TI-84 calculator, My Math Lab access, and the course pack. The course pack $16. Calculator you can buy used for like $60, $50. It depends. You can sometimes find them on eBay as well. And of course, since this is an online course, you're definitely going to need a computer with internet access. You're also going to need Excel, access to Excel, but that can work a couple different ways. You can get access to Excel just on campus if you don't have it on your face-to-face computer. You might even be able to use Google Documents, which is kind of what I'm building these things out of. They look like Excel, but they're free, and you can get them online, so you don't have to pay for a program. So that can also work. If I have time, I'll make some videos for using Google Documents in order to do the projects. So there's that. Optional materials, textbook I already said. Course description you're going to learn a lot about statistics and probability, a whole bunch. And if you really understood what the binomial probability distribution was, you probably wouldn't be in this course. So you can read through all of this, but it's all going to be kind of gibberish until the end of the course. A prerequisite is that you have to have Math 033 or Math 131 or higher, or course placement by exam. So notice that Math 031 is not an acceptable prerequisite for Math 133. So if you've only had Math 031, you are not in the correct course. You should be taking Math 131 or Math 139, but not Math 133. So Math 133, you need to take either Math 033, which is the prereq to 133, or any 131 level or higher course. Now, the core course objectives, you're going to learn a lot about statistics. It's shocking but true, I know. So you'll learn t-distributions and chi-square distributions, the binomial distribution. You'll be able to create confidence intervals and apply technology and use the graphing calculator and so on. And this particular course is very heavy in the use of analyzing data, being able to understand statistical displays, being able to think critically about items from the real world, being able to interpret biased graphs and things like that. So that's what this particular course satisfies for an associate's degree. For grading information, you will need a 2.0 to get a passing grade in this class. That means you would have to have 700 points because I made the course out of 1,000 points. And you can see 2.0 or higher is passing, that's 70%. So here's how the points are broken down by percentages. And I've got a different video for each one of these sections. So you'll be watching more more syllabus videos later about each one of these pieces. But just suffice it to say that I've changed the percentages a little bit since I made the videos, but it all works out roughly the same. That, you know, you have some MyMathLab, you have some discussion boards, you have computer projects, and so on. And it all tabulates to 1,000 points total. I have the schedule of assignments available for you. You can get to it with this info and links page. If you'll recall, that's up here under info and links. So if you click on that, you can get to the schedule. See where it says syllabus and schedule? You click on that and you can right click and open in a new tab, and it'll take you to the schedule of assignments, which is right here. And there's two tabs on this. There's the schedule of assignments and assignments by type. So it shows you how the points are broken down. So the two big exams that are proctored are worth 44%. The discussion boards are worth 7.8%, and so on. So if I click back on schedule of assignments, you can see that in week 1, you have to do all of this stuff for chapter 2. So watch all these videos, do the homework, and do your first discussion board. Week 2, you have to work on chapter 3, and sections 1.1 and 1.3 are also in there. And there's your MyMathLab homework, and there's your discussion, and so on. And your first paper and pencil packet is due week number 3, and so on. And again, those are described in another video, which if I go back to the info and links page, is under paper and pencil packets video, but you'll be watching it as part of your homework, because in the homework you'll see that I actually have the lecture videos already available to you under your homework. There, sorry, I had a little issue there. So you can see the lecture videos, then the homework, the lecture videos, then the homework. And these have little flags on them, meaning you have to have completed the lecture videos before you're allowed to do the homework, and so on. Okay, so again, I have videos talking about MyMathLab, discussion boards, all of that's going to show up in another video. So I'm going to kind of scroll to the bottom and just kind of hit these highlights here, which is this class is going to take a lot of time and effort. It's going to take, because it's a 4-credit, 15-week course, it's going to take you around 20 hours a week to do the material that's required for this course. You really are going to need to work that much. You're going to have to watch all the videos. I literally have over 100 lecture videos, and you're going to have to watch all of them. And if you do not, you will be suffering the consequences. There are a ton of helps and other things in MyMathLab under the multimedia library. Don't be afraid to use them. If MyMathLab doesn't work right for you, you can visit mymathlab.com and click the support tab. Getting help with MyMathLab itself is what the MyMathLab folks are supposed to do. Remember that you are responsible for your own learning. This is a tough course to take online, and it's not insurmountable. A lot of people are successful, but you have to stay on top of your schedule. Do not wait until the last minute to have something go wrong, because you will be in a world of hurt. You have hours of videos to watch every week. You cannot wait until Sunday night to accomplish things. You just can't. And due dates are generally at 11:59 p.m. on the nights that they're due. Extensions would be granted at my discretion. If you do not participate in the course, you can be dropped from the course. And of course, since we are only 12 weeks, you will have to stay very on top of material, even more so than a regular semester. But if you're prepared to work hard, you can be successful.